What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering, and it would appear that Ethan Klein is having a very bad week. After Keemstar tattled on a particular video that I believe likely did cross the line put out by Ethan Klein, in which Ethan basically did everything but outright say that Keem was a P to the E to the D to the O for being nearly 40 and dating somebody who's 20, which is obviously just factually incorrect. Things have been getting worse. Just to give you a little bit of a feedback or a little update. So since the ban, Ethan's getting an unpaid week off, or well, really a week off, still getting paid. Trisha Paytas resurfaced and seized the opportunity to appear on Keemstar and FaZe Banks' podcast called Mom's Basement, I am sure to completely dish on Ethan Klein. And with everybody dunking on him right now, he remains powerless to publish a video to issue any sort of rebuttal. Posting, Gabby Hanna messaged me immediately after Frenemies broke up, trying to get me on the podcast. I knew it would be an interesting show with lots of views to be had, but I didn't even respond to her. I still haven't. Some things you just don't do. I would never do that to Trisha. Some of the top replies already saying, you played the game and lost, you bullied other creators, and the worst of all, you trusted someone who discarded an 11-year friendship like it was nothing. The warning signs were there, Ethan. This was causality. You get a lot of people, maybe you should focus on this lady instead of the ones you're tweeting about. It might make you feel happy. Telling him to, just getting a lot of hate in the comments. Meanwhile, you see here, I'm not even going to front or try to be funny. This really makes me sad. This, of course, is Trisha Paytas on with Keemstar and FaZe Banks, of course, then blocking him. Ultimately, not a good look. Ethan continues to play, the sad victim in all of this. You can see even here. I'm also very happy for Trisha and Moses. They make a great couple and really do love each other. It's beautiful. This on December 25th, 2020, to which now Ethan's mom responding, can't wait to go to her wedding. Not. So it would appear that Ethan's mother now refusing to go to Trisha's wedding because she came on the podcast. This W is too big. I feel bad for Trisha Paytas now, but at least she knows now Ethan and his family never cared for her and they just used her for content. That's probably true, to be honest with you. And really a lot of this, Keem actually points out, this is where it all started. This is actually where it all started. Keemstar went on to Ethan's podcast a couple years ago and got along with him and had a good time. Right after the podcast was posted, Ethan put in the comments that he hates Keemstar. Ethan snaked him first, to which Keemstar says exactly how this all started. Keemstar versus Ethan, and I tried to offer peace 2 different times, but he's big baby energy. H3's Ethan Klein responds after Trisha Paytas reveals appearance on Keemstar's podcast. Ethan Klein and Trisha Paytas once co-hosted the immensely popular podcast Frenemies, where they discussed drama and played games for their millions of viewers. The show came to an end in June. However, after an argument about profits splitting led to Trisha leaving the show for good. I mean, it was a very popular show. I'm very certain that Ethan is extremely bummed about that. I imagine I would be too. Ethan Klein and Trisha, since then, Trisha's gone on to talk about drama in a series on her own YouTube channel called Enemies. In an August 5th episode, she criticized YouTuber Keemstar for dating somebody who was 20 years younger than him. On August 11th, Keemstar sent Trisha a video in which he said, "We have a lot to discuss," asking her to reach out. Ethan also called the YouTuber out and went on to reveal that they'd received a week-long suspension, claiming Keemstar was talking with YouTube about it behind the scenes. I don't think that was the case for sure. He does imply that was the case, saying that he knew that because Keemstar knew before they did. Somehow it was, because he was talking to them. But I think the internet found out quite quickly, to be honest, when the episode was taken down, and Keemstar probably saw that too. So I don't necessarily think that guarantees. It's just a reminder that Keemstar and his audience was mean to my wife for a whole summer. Yeah. Well, I don't really feel bad, to be honest with you, given that, it seems like Ethan continues to spin this whole situation up over and over and over again. Even after, he did the whole contact nuke thing, went after sponsors, then Keem responded. It seems like while both of them, I think, are in the wrong, that Ethan is the one that keeps kind of spinning this all up and keeps talking. He's like living, like Keemstar lives in Ethan's head completely rent-free all of the time. Then on the 15th, fans were shocked after it was revealed that Trisha was going on to be on an episode of Keemstar's podcast, Mom's Basement, with a picture of them in the studio immediately getting shared across Twitter. Ethan responding, saying, I'm not going to be okay with this. Trisha weighed in, friendly reminder that me and Ethan met, and I went on his podcast for the first time when he made a video trashing my looks, calling me a corpse, a WWE wrestler, called Tana a Twinkie and a whale. Why? Because I believe in discussion, debate, and trying to change people's minds. I don't know. To me, this isn't a great look. I think that ultimately Ethan would probably do well to just leave this behind, because really it's going to get his channel more strikes. Because here's what's going to happen. YouTube has now, without saying it out loud, YouTube has said that, hey, no one's immune anymore. Maybe we gave you a pass in the past because you have millions of subscribers, and we're friendly with you, but that has to end. We can't keep allowing ourselves to get exposed for having an insane double standard. This is obviously just speculation, but I think that's probably what was being said by actually issuing that strike. A lot of times, really big creators get the benefit of the doubt. They have actual people, they have actual people who reach out to them and say, hey, you might want to change this in your video. Or, hey, this is why we struck you. We're just going to give you a warning. The fact that H3 got a hard strike means they already had a warning for something else. So I'm not sure, because the new YouTube system has a warning first in which you receive no time off, and then the strike second. It's probably a good idea for, Ethan to dip on this, because Keemstar is just going to continue. You can see this. Invite Gabby, it's only fair. And then there's Gabby Hanna on Mom's Basement. Keem already did. Not great. Keem is definitely dunking pretty consistently on Ethan right now. I hope for Ethan's own sake that he just lets this go, because it's not great. That Trisha was going to go on there. That that this is who she is. And quite frankly, I don't feel bad for Trisha. I don't feel bad for really anybody in this. But the fact of the matter is, Ethan Klein and Hila Klein and the whole H3 podcast were fine monetizing mental instability for super chats and membership, $5 a month memberships on their Frenemies podcast. Ethan Klein, in my opinion, took every opportunity he could to poke at Trisha Paytas and get her to have meltdowns and get her to have mental breakdowns, because he knew that was good TV. I don't think he had any problem whatsoever, at least in my opinion, terrorizing Trisha Paytas, because he knew it made good TV. Because this is just the way TV works. Trisha was a willing participant too. She went in there and allowed herself to be terrorized because it made good TV. So, at the end of the day, I would say that they're all at fault. Certainly, Keemstar's history of really bad behavior is well documented. I'd be careful on taking these victory laps, though. I mean, I get it. You want to take a victory lap, enjoy your dub. However, If you continue to poke at Ethan, then he's going to strike back, and then, they're going to go after one of your old YouTube videos. And the rest of us on YouTube who make commentary type videos and may critique other creators from time to time are going to have to live by new, stricter standards that these two multimillionaires will never have to worry about. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.